Come to me, you'll find my love. Come to me, come to me. Oh, it's really shaky. Oh, this road. Sorry about that. I do not know what's going on today. She got vibrations. Ghosts, toes. I'm a country girl looking for a cowboy. Give me the line. I'm a cowgirl looking for a cowboy. Give me the country line. Yeah. Just got through eating French fries. Those curly kind, they were good. I like the wedges. Just throwing it out there because that's what I just did, and I'm still thinking about that. We're almost to the end of the road, and if you're new to my channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And please share with your friends. Get them on my page. This is mostly crafting and karaoke and Disney fandom is what I do. And, performance artist. So even in the 50s clubs, you never stop desiring to do what your craft is. And unfortunately, I ran off of a Disney job for being trans and customer service work, and that's what I've been doing mostly. I'm not teaching now, but I am still doing customer service. I'm not working in hotels or anything, but more of like a brand ambassador. That's what I do now. But if you want to donate to my channel to help me update my equipment, I need tons of stuff to improve my craft. um, I have a Cash App. It is PCESSARIEL. So like Princess Ariel, but just take the R out. PCESSARIEL. And you can give me money, give me dollar, make me holla, make it holla, and happy ending. I don't have a fans only page. I think it's pointless at this point, seeing that I lost half of my subscribers on YouTube, and I can't figure out why. So I went to 12K to like 4.5K, and like literally overnight. So I lost half my subscribers. I think that I got snagged for using other people's music, like other artists' music in the background of my music. I mean, the background of my videos, and maybe that's why they tagged me or whatever, but I really don't know. So I'm just trying to cross-interface all of the platforms that I use, which is Facebook, which I rarely use it, I just post there. Instagram is what I mainly use. I don't have a Twitter anymore. I can't stand Twitter. Every time I get on Twitter, all of these porn sites and stuff are always popping up on my feed, and it's annoying. Like, I don't want to see, what y'all are doing. I really don't care. If I want to look, I know how to go on to a Pornhub or something like that. But I don't really care for that in my face 24 hours a day. And so I got off of there. Plus all of the Trumpism and all that shit. That pretty much ran me off. And so I haven't been on Twitter in eons. So I took it off my phone. I didn't delete the account. I just took it off my phone. And so I don't use Twitter, but I do use Instagram. And I have a lot of followers. I have 3 different Instagram accounts. But my main one is Princess Ariel M. And you'll find me there, Princess Ariel Mermaid. You can look that one up. And they're all cross-interface. I do a hashtag. The hashtag is the Churins Fairy Tale Princess, or the Churins Princess. which is THECHURN PRINCESS, and then you can find me that way, like as a hashtag. And so, lady, go. I'll let you go, lady. Before I let you go. I have something on my face, but sorry, I'm just a mess. I watched a BL series last night. It was Tan Han Chan Lati, which is a BL series out of Thailand. And I want to say this is episode 6. There's only like 10 episodes left. And the last time we were on here talking, or one of those ones you have to go back, I tried to tell them the little boy hadn't confessed that he was in love with his best friend. And tonight's episode, or last night's episode, he finally confessed, and how he did it was kind of crazy. But they were out drinking. All of them were out drinking. His ex-girlfriend was with his best friend, and she was trying to purposely get him raped and beat the hell up because she was so over him. Because she knows in the background that he's trying to get with her ex, and she doesn't want that to happen. So she got Chan Lati sloppy drunk, and Tahan actually saw it because his roommates were all watching it live, because they were one of Chan Lati's friends, one of his little best girlfriends, was filming them partying, and so everybody was seeing what was going down. So the event that Tahan was at, he left, he flew. And his roommates was like, what the hell is going on? Like, what? So he got over there, he just almost barely got raped. Like, that guy Gunn, I don't know what his character name is. The actor's name is Gunn something. He's so good and so funny in everything he does. And he's playing the bad guy, like he's that Tahan's ex-girlfriend's sidekick, like he's trying to help her separate the two roommates. And so he had him in the bathroom. He was throwing up and going on, and Chan Lati's best friend, that girl, was trying to go into the men's restroom with her, and she was like, "Hanam chai, Hanam chai." That was the ex-girlfriend telling the other girl, like, you can't go in that bathroom, and Thai is Hanam, and chai is like men's or boys or whatever. So she's like, Hanam chai. So I understood that much of it, and she kept telling her, like, she can't go in, and she kept grabbing her, and she's a senior to all of them, so she's older and they're younger, so she's like pushing them around, like they're a lot smaller than her. She's a big, tall girl. But she's standing tall, but she's much, older than them, so she's a little bit stronger than them, and she was just pushing them around. And so Gun and Chan Lati were in the bathroom, and he threw up, and then he gave him some water or something to kind of rinse his mouth out with or whatever. And then he locked the door and proceeded to take his clothes off to rape him, and then he threw him, slammed him up against the toilet, and kind of hurt his back, like his back was like all hurt. And by the time Tahan got there, his best friend told, like, they're in the bathroom, get him out of there. Oh, he's been there for a long time. So he went in there and saw that guy, and then got him out of there and beat that guy up, punched him right upside the head, which he needed. And by that time, the Chan Lati had passed out, and he picked him up, honey, in his arms and took him home. I was like, thank you. Take your boyfriend home, Jill. I should say your future boyfriend. And so he got him home and kind of wiped him down and got him to bed. And then he sat by the bed because he was so worried about him. And his head was all crocked over inside the bed, kind of like where he sat beside the bed. So when Chan Lati woke up, he was just like you give me a bath? Did you wipe me down? Did you take my clothes off or whatever? And he just could not resist, and he ended up kissing him, like passionately kissing him. And Tom woke up. He was like all in shock. He's like, you just kissed me. Why? And he goes, because I've been in love with you for a long time. Like he just confessed his feelings. And of course he freaked out and ran out of the room and all of that. And Chandler T ran after him and he jumped on his motorcycle. Tom was just like in shock. Like he's been clueless for all 6 of these episodes. Like everybody around him is gay. His roommates are his best friends, and he don't know they're gay. Like, how? What the hell, you know? And so everybody's been tiptoeing around him. So now Chandler T was so upset he went to his best friend's house and packed all his shit and moved out. Like he's gone, and he's crying over there, just crying and crying and crying, like having a complete meltdown. And it's so sad. Like you feel so sorry for him, but you know, what can you do? Like, you can't force somebody to love you, you know? And so it comes out, like, if all the roommates knows now, because Tahan went and told, like, asking where he was, and they were like, we don't know, and they're like, you know, what's going on? And he's like, he kissed me, and they're like so happy inside, you know, because they were like, finally. And they were like, well, why would he kiss you? Like they're trying to egg him on to say it. He goes, because he confessed already that he's in love with me. Because they were saying, like, it's just a drunken kiss. And he was like, no, he confessed. He was totally sober when he said that he was been in love with me for a long time. And they're like, and how do you feel about that? I screamed. And so they just went on with it. Like they're trying to egg him to say like he has feelings for him, but he wouldn't say it, you know. And so the roommates finally came out to him and said, well, we're gay and we're your best friends. And they were like, you know, trying to get him to see that it's not so serious, that everybody around you really is gay. So it's coming out that everybody's been fooling him, and he gets so pissed at his roommates, he storms out again. And he goes to his parents' home this time, I think. At some point he goes to his parents' house, and then his dads can tell that he's like perturbed and upset. So his dad's like rambling on about, you know, how him and his mom would have fights and they would get back together. Because he really wants Tahan to get back with Amp, which was the bad girl in the storyline. I always call them pretty bad. I don't know why they make such cute girls so bad, but I guess, you know, they are pretty mean girls, but I'm like, that girl's too cute to be that mean. But, you know, this is Thailand, so I don't know. And so, anyway, he was telling him, like, you know, me and your mom would get, you know, fighting. I would always go back to her, so maybe you should just go back to your original girlfriend. Not knowing that he is thinking about his best friend, you know. And then his sister is like rambling on about she thinks her husband is gay, and you know, she's asking him, do you think a guy's like you? And he's sitting there drinking water. Just can a guy like you like date girls and then turn around and date a man? And he's almost spit his water out. He almost gagged. He's like, damn, can I get a break from everybody around me, like trying to make me gay or whatever? Like you can just see his little poor brain. And so him and his sister have a little chat, and then he goes to his room, I guess at his parents' home, and he's laying up in there watching some gay romance, and then he's sitting there thinking about his relationship with his best friend and how he's been so close to him. Like he's been very much, you know, almost like a situationship anyway. So now the little seed has been planted in his head. And he goes home, and his roommates are packing their shit to move out. And remember, they had a girl that they met in a brothel that they helped her get out of that situation. They've been paying her to stay there and pretend to be fighting over the two of them. So all three of them are just like close friends now. And all of them were fixing to move out on him because those are his friends. And they told him, like, we're gay. If you can't accept us and we're making you uncomfortable because we're gay, we should just move out, and that way you don't have to be feeling uncomfortable around us because we are a couple. And he was like, no, no, don't move out. I just have issues with other people, but I'm used to you guys. And if you move out, we won't be friends anymore. So I'd rather have you as a friend and you move out. And so they were like, yeah, like they were so relieved. And they asked him if the girl could stay, and he let her stay. And he finally put two and two together that that girl was from the brothel, and they finally told him, yeah, we have to get out of that brothel, and we've been fooling, pretending to be gay for you or whatever. And this may have happened before he went to his family's house, but it was 4 episodes. It all ran together to me at some point, so I might be telling it out of sync, but it went down. And what else did I want to tell you about? Damn, there's a lot of people out. I guess it's so close to Christmas. Ooh, bitch almost ran me over. Who the hell does that? And she on that damn cell phone working it out. And she almost had an accident. Hope she got some insurance, bitch. That's all I got to say, bitch. Just make sure when you do all your crazy driving, bitch, make sure you have some insurance when you hit my shit. Because I need to upgrade. I like you, my little car, my 2014, but I do want a 2021. A little compact 2021 in you. Where was I at? Because she just threw me off with her crazy driving. She was going to 10 Fitness, honey. Oh my God. She gonna have a wreck doing that shit. I'm trying to relock the doors on the car. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm parked and all of that good stuff. So what happened was, hold on, let me just adjust that so you can see my whole face, kind of. After the roommates agreed to stay, they were looking for him, and something else happened. I can't remember now because that girl threw me off. But I'm gonna stop right there because in the next episode, I know what happened. Okay, so it goes back to Chandler T. He goes home to visit his mom with his best friend, that girl. I don't know her name, but that's the girl's been with him at school, and she's got dialogue with him and everything. And she tells the mom what happened because Chandler T is just crying all over his mom, and he can't control that. You know, he's confessed and he's gotten rejected because he knew that was a possibility because he knew his friend was straight as a board and homophobic and all that. And so the mom has known from the beginning that, like, from childhood, that they've been in love with he's been in love with him, and that she's been trying to tell him, just tell him already. Like, what the fuck are you waiting on? Like, she's been telling him, just confess already, because even if he rejects you or whatever, at least you can move on. There's plenty other people and plenty more fish in the sea, which I really agree with the mom. And, you know, he didn't want to hear all that. You know, he kept moping and going on. And then so finally, you know, she was trying to get him to call, and he wouldn't call. Like, his mom was like in total support. And so she finally told him, like, look, you need to move on. Find somebody else. The best way to get over somebody is to find someone else. So in the next scenes, you're going to see him trying to move on with, I think, different guys. And then Chandler T Tahan is going to be jealous, of course, because from the beginning, he's been very subconsciously in love. I think he's subconsciously in love with him, but he just can't accept it. Like, he's, in his mind, he does have deep feelings for him, but he hasn't realized it yet. Like, he's gonna be a bisexual. He's gonna be a bisexual, people. Like, he's dating girls and then he's gonna have a boyfriend probably. But I think there's 4 episodes left, so who knows what's gonna happen. I have watched one of these damn soap operas before, thinking in the beginning that the guys were gonna be a couple, and at the end they didn't get together. And it was all tragical and shit, and it messed me up really bad because I was like, who the hell wrote this shit? Like, I did not see that coming. So I don't know how this BL series is going to end. We'll just have to wait and see. And let me see how much time I got. I got to put my makeup on and get ready for work. And so, it's cold. Let me get the heat more aimed in my direction. And so it'll be interesting to see how this storyline evolves, because he's still, like I said, at this point, he's starting to entertain the idea that he really does have feelings for his friend Tahan, and you know, Chandler T is like, okay, well, I done come fast, he don't want me, and I'm earth shattered. Like, so he's going through his earth shatter phase. He's over there with his mom and his best friend, having a complete meltdown. And the previews for the next one looks like he's moving on to some of the other guys who are trying to date him and trying to move on and get over him, because he knows that Tahan doesn't want him like that, and so he's just going to be avoiding him from now on. And Chandler T, I think Tahan was looking for him, and he saw him at school on his motorcycle, but he didn't say anything. He just let them pass. You know, they saw him, but he acted as if he didn't see them, and then he turned around, and by the time he turned around, they were like gone. And so it went off, I think, with him just kind of staring them, looking at them, you know, walk into the university. And so it'll be interesting to see if Tahan tries to get him back, at least as a friend, because right now it's not looking too it's not looking too good. But you know, this is how these storylines work. Like, we've seen it all before. It kind of puts me in the mind of Lovesick, how both of the boys were like involved with different. They both had girlfriends at the beginning of the storyline, and then they gradually ended up liking each other. But then, you know, they had to come to terms with their feelings for each other and all this good stuff. So, and they ended up together at the end. So I was really happy with that storyline, Lovesick. But they do have one called The Remainders, where they're older and then they almost break up again, but then they end up getting back together at the end of Reminders. And from Reminders, they haven't done anything else, but I wish they would, because I would like to see them as even older adults, just to have the storyline. See, the one of those boys didn't age at all. The one, Pon, I think they call him Pon. Pon didn't age. Now that other one, I forget his name. The one that had the really short hair. I can't believe I can't remember his name, but he aged. Like, he looks like an older man. And so one of them still looks really super young, and the other one aged. But he was the one, I think he's mixed. Like, he's mixed with American or European blood in him, like you can tell. And so his European characteristics aged him more, because I don't think Asian culture, y'all's black or white or whatever y'all call yellow don't crack. Some of y'all be looking good when y'all get, 40 and 50 years old and still don't have no wrinkles or nothing. And then some of those who you can tell had a hard life, of course, they're going to age because they smoke and drink and, But if you take care of yourself, you're not going to age that much. Or if you have really good genes, like, you don't age that bad. Or if you can get some work done. And so that's that. So I'm going to stop here because I got to get ready for work. And I don't want y'all to watch me put on makeup this time. So bye, everybody. Please like, share, subscribe, donate. And I don't know how to update these platforms, but I got to figure it out. Bye.